Drawings of the design of this now famous bomber and fighter were not begun until after this war started. But in the record time of 22 months from then, the Mosquito was taking part in operations against the enemy. Deep in the heart of the Reich and occupied countries, the Mosquito was bringing the war right home to Nazis. Construction was of wood, and this was revolutionary for first-class British aircraft. But wood was chosen for three main reasons: for quick production, to use fresh material supplies, to employ a new group of labor. Wood construction also gave this plane more buoyancy in the event of coming down on water, and repair work was simpler. Factories in many parts of the world, including Canada and America, are now making Mosquitoes in large numbers. Hundreds of subcontractors are making separate component parts, and in place of the clang of metal is the sound that carpenters make. In place of sparks, there is sawdust. Thousands of men whose peacetime job was making beds and chairs are now workers in aircraft production. Thousands of women, too, are working all out on the world's fastest warplane and singing trees. At this stage of production, the beautiful lines of the Mosquito are coming into view. The fighter that packs a terrific punch with 4 20mm cannon plus 4 machine guns, all mounted in the nose of the fuselage. The attack and defense aircraft, whose Rolls-Royce engines in lovely streamlines send it streaking across the sky at many hundreds of miles per hour. The bomber that can fly to Berlin by daylight and drop 2,000 pounds of explosive and get home again. They've tested the release with dummy bombs, and now she's coming out into the open for a trial. The fastest operational aircraft in any air force. But before the takeoff, we should give congratulations and thanks to the de Havilland team of engineers and designers whose brains gave us this mighty weapon. They're bombing up with a real bomb load now for test purposes. And here it is interesting to look back upon the ancestors of the Mosquito. In the days of peace, the record-breaking pilots C.W.A. Scott and Campbell Black flew to Australia in 71 hours. The plane that carried them on this world record flight was a Comet. The present-day Mosquito is the direct descendant of this peacetime plane, which answers the question we used to ask: are record flights worthwhile? So, back to the wartime model. This is a thing of beauty in the skies of Britain. Above Germany, a sight to dread. No doubt Goering and Goebbels have bad dreams about it every time they're due to broadcast. Testing is thorough, with one engine and with both. Only the standards of perfection are accepted here. The successes won by Mosquitoes in day and night operations are too numerous now to count. Its full speed and true performance will probably not be revealed until the war is won. But we know enough about it to say that it's a warplane worthy of our Royal Air Force. There isn't any higher praise than that.